Hello everyone, welcome to Astro Impact channel. Today we'll be going through all the planets with respect to moon. So what happens when moon is conjunct with different planets we'll be talking about. Before that, let's talk about what exactly the moon is. Moon is your emotion, right? Moon is also liquid gas. Moon is comfort. Moon is peace of mind, and moon represent anything that is liquid, right? Anything that is liquid is mostly represented by moon. Moon is your water, right? So moon is your mother. Moon is nurturing things, right? So anything that gives you nurture is your moon, right? So what exactly the things happen when moon conjuncts with different planet, right? So when moon is conjunct with sun, I have already explained in the video of sun conjuncts with different planets. In that I have talked about when moon is conjunct with sun, what happens. But still shortly I will say over here, when moon and sun is conjunct, it is mostly, it boosts up your ego, it makes you creative, right? It makes you charming, right? And it will make you fortunate as well. Wherever you go, you'll shine, and you will have a dominant nature, right? Whenever the sun and moon is conjunct. So sun and moon conjunct in any house because they are two luminaries and royal planets, so that can make you feel like a royal, right? That's why when moon and sun conjunct, this thing can be seen. For like more brief descriptive form, you can go to my previous video on sun conjunct with different planet, and you can find that, right? Okay, let's talk about what happens when moon conjunct with the Mars. It is called Chandra Mangal Yoga, right? When the moon and Mars form any conjunction, it is called Chandra Mangal Yoga. Traditionally it is associated with business ability, right, and wealth creation. Mars adds here courage, ambition, right, and determination to the moon's emotional nature, right? You will be emotional, but you will have a determination as well. So these individual are very energetic, action oriented, and capable of making quick decision, right? They often get succeed in business, entrepreneurship, sales, real estates, right? Engineering, leadership role. However, this conjunction may also make native emotionally reactive and very impatient. Maybe you can be a short-tempered person as well. If someone said something and you'll just react in very loud and very quick manner. If the Mars is afflicted, right, this thing can be seen. So learning emotional balance helps to maximize the positive potential of this dynamic yoga. So always make sure that you have great potential. You can understand the emotion of the people. You can do really great in selling. You can be someone who will be a speaker, who speaks with the emotion and also makes people feel courageous, right? So Chandra Mangal can give these things whenever these two planets get conjunct, right? Okay, so before judging any conjunction, you have to see the house Rashi and the aspects and all the things. But in the bold terms, this thing can happen, right? So what happens when Mercury is conjunct with moon? So the Mercury and Moon conjunction combines emotional intelligence, right? Producing a curious, intelligent, and communicative personality. These individuals learn quickly, enjoy reading, writing, teaching, counseling, and public speaking. Because Moon gives you the softness and Mercury gives you the intelligence. And when both things matches, you can be a good speaker, right? You can be a good writer. You can be a good teacher. So they possess excellent memory, adaptability. They know what the situation is going on, how to adapt the things, making them successful in education, journalism, marketing, media, and business, especially in the business, because Moon and Mercury both are associated with the business. That's why whenever this Moon and Mercury is conjunct, you can see people will have very analytical mind and business minded person can be seen. However, because the emotional Moon influence analytical Mercury, there can be period of overthinking, anxiety, and indecisiveness. So lack of decision making capacity can be seen because you'll think lot. You'll overthink and you'll have just anxiety and you'll not do any actions, right? So in that circumstances, it makes you indecisive, right? If the conjunction is very afflicted, a well supported conjunction gives very creative, diplomacy, excellent communication skill, but it is afflicted. The things which I have mentioned previously, such as overthinking, anxiety, indecisiveness, this thing can be seen, right? Because you will be over analytical about the things. And whenever you will be over analytical about things, you will just see nothing but a problem, right? So in that case, Moon and Mercury can create problem, but overall it is very good yoga, right? It is very nice thing to have for this Kali Yuga, because in the Kali Yuga you just need big business minded thing. You need to capitalize what you have. You need to sell what you have. That's why Moon and Mercury is good thing. Sometimes it can make you atheist as well, because you just want to analyze all the things. You will be very rational about things, logical about things, and that's sometimes create problem, because faith is also something. Sometimes you just have to believe, because everything you can't find logic, right? So this thing can be seen whenever Moon and Mercury is together. Now my dear friends, let's talk about Moon and Jupiter. Whenever Moon and Jupiter is conjunct in the close degree, it is called Gaja-Kesari Yoga. It is, if it is happening in the good houses, and you have to see the dignity of the planet as well. Moon and Jupiter conjunction creates a wise, generous, compassionate, and optimistic individual, right? So that makes you optimistic individual. In this Kali Yuga, people must say like Moon and Jupiter is a very good yoga, Gaja-Kesari yoga. But these people will get several times cheated, right? Several times they will get cheated upon, because they have very pure heart. They have faith in universe. They have faith in divine. And they get protected from divine as well. That's why sometimes they have to face very hard, challenging thing. However, they have divine protection. That's why at the end of the day, this Jupiter and Moon combination, Gaja-Kesari yoga, Doesn't matter how many times they've been cheated or they've been like not treated good in terms of taking advantage of the people. Other people will take advantage of them. But remember, my friends, goodness always will try to be good. Doesn't matter how hard it is, right? Jupiter expand the moon's emotional intelligence, give strong moral values, like spiritual inclination can be seen, and good judgment can be seen. This native may often become teacher, advisor, counselor, judge, professor, or respected community leaders can be seen. They possess kindness, patience, and a desire to help other. Because in this Kali Yuga, people try to not help other human being. But these people with Gaja-Kesari Raj Yoga, they want to help other. And in this way also they get divine blessings from universe. Financial prosperity, family happiness, social respect are common when this conjunction is very strong. If it is afflicted, excessive optimism can be seen, and which is not good. Every time you can't be optimistic about everything, right? Emotional overconfidence can be seen, or unrealistic expectation may develop, right? Whenever the Gaja-Kesari influences happen, or moon and Jupiter is conjunct, right? So this thing can be seen very prominently. Overall, you have to see the chart, but this thing you can see, right? So always make sure to create the boundaries. Moon Jupiter, you want to give lot of things to people, you want to help the people, you want to give and forgive. But my dear friends, you have to always think boundary is something you have to create for yourself, not for others, for your happiness, for your contentment. These things are very important, right? So see you in another video. If you have watched till now, please subscribe to our channel and follow us, and comment how do you like about this video. Alright, what happens when moon and Venus is conjunct? So when of the moon and Venus is conjunct, one of the most artistic, harmonious combination Vedic astrologies can be seen. It enhances beauty, creativity, romance, compassion, and emotional sensitivity. These people are very sensitive towards emotion, right? These individuals appreciate music, art, fashion, luxury, right? And harmonious relationship can be seen. They often possess natural charm and attract affection from others because they are beautiful. They will look very beautiful, right? Career involving entertainment, design, hospitality, beauty, counseling, or creative arts are very favorable for them. However, if it is afflicted, this conjunction may create emotional dependency, overindulgence in the pleasures, right? Or unrealistic expectation in the relationship can be seen. Developing emotional maturity helps balance Venus' desire for the comfort with the moon's emotional need, right? Moon and Venus both are very sensitive planet. Venus gets Digbal in the moon's house, right? But their possessive nature can create conflict, right? That's why you are the natural charmer, you are the natural seducer. You can seduce anyone if it is in the good dignity. Your appearance might look very very beautiful, very charming. Doesn't matter your complexion, what is your complexion, but you will be very charming. Your eyes will be very sparkling, very seductive. Your voice will be so nice that people want to hear from you. Doesn't matter whatever you are saying, they just want to listen you, because that's so soothing, charming, very persuasive, and very appealing. That's why Moon and Venus conjunction can give you this thing. But it is afflicted, you know the things. Emotional dependency can be seen, overindulgence in pleasure. You always want comfort, pleasure, but life is not a rose of bed. Bed of rose, sorry. Life is not bed of roses. Sometimes you have to go through the thorns to enjoy the luxury, beauty, and pleasure of roses. That's why Moon and Venus can give you this. If you haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe. Right? Alright. So Moon and Saturn conjunction. So Moon and Saturn conjunction is considered as Visha Yoga, poison yoga. Moon is emotion and Saturn is dry. Wherever Saturn sits, it dries the emotion. That's why it is Visha Yoga. So this creates maturity, emotional maturity, because Saturn is maturity, and this creates emotional maturity in very young age, because Saturn give you so much hurdles that you have to think about life and other things. Discipline and patience and resilience can be seen. Doesn't matter how much like tension you have, but you will develop the resilience, because things will be usual to you. These individuals often experience responsibilities, emotional challenges early in the life, helping them to develop wisdom through the experience, right? They will have to experience a lot of hurdles, and they will develop the wisdom through the struggles, hurdles, and going through a lot of seats. They are dependable, hardworking, and capable of handling pressure effectively. Career in administration, manager position, working with the deadlines, right? Government, research, engineering, healthcare, or social work are very favorable for these people. If this is afflicted, conjunction may create loneliness, emotional suppression, anxiety, pessimism, or delayed emotional fulfillment can be seen. Spiritual practice and emotional openness helps to reduce the Saturn's heaviness on the moon. If you meditate, if you do any kind of spiritual sadhana, if you serve to the people, if you respect the people who is unable to do their tasks, maybe old people, if you help them, maybe those who works in daily wages, your guard, security guard, those who do lower job. I don't believe in having any job is lower, but you know our society. So that is called Saturnian work, right? So please donate food to them. Speak to them with respect. Ask if they have eaten or not. In this way you can improve when Moon and Saturn is conjunct, because this is the Visha Yoga. and this will create anxiety, stress, and lot of pressure, and that will feel like very usual to you. Without pressure, you can't perform as well. So this thing can be seen whenever Moon Saturn is conjunct. Now, Moon and Rahu, it is called Grahana Yoga, means eclipse yoga. Whenever Moon and Rahu sits together, it intensifies the emotions, imagination, ambition, and unconventional thinking. You want to earn via shortcut method. You try to be unethical towards thing. You will get the opportunity to be unethical as well. An unconventional method as well. So this thing can be seen whenever Moon and Rahu is conjunct. This individual possesses strong intuition, often thinking different from others, can be seen. Out of the box thinking. They may succeed in technology, media, politics, psychology, entertainment, foreign business, right? Or a digital industry can be seen. Rahu amplifies the Moon's emotional nature, which can result in highlighting the sensitivity, anxiety, confusion, or emotional extreme if it is afflicted can be seen. You can be very obsessed with your mother, or maybe you have problem with mother. It can be seen. Properly if it is directed, this conjunction provides innovation, charisma, and ability to influence the large audience. You can influence the large audience. You might be stand-up comedian. If it is Mercury is involved somehow, you can make a very large audience laugh. You will be very much charming whenever in front of large audience. But this, if it is afflicted, this can make you emotionally sensitive, anxiety prone, right? Moon and Rahu can also give breast cancer to female, right? This thing can be seen if it is severely afflicted. You can see this. Now let's talk about Moon and Ketu. Moon and Ketu is also a malefic conjunction, but it is also a spiritual conjunction as well. Moon and Ketu, whenever it is conjunct, it makes you deeply spiritual, intuitive, introspective personality. Ketu reduce the attachment to worldly emotion, encourage your inner wisdom, right? Meditation and self-discovery can be something you want to explore, or this will be your usual things. These native are naturally interested in spirituality, astrology, healing, psychology, or occult science. Their intuition is often exceptionally strong. They may explore vivid dreams, psychic sensitivity. However, emotional detachment, loneliness, confusion, or difficulty in expressing the feelings may arise if Ketu is afflicted, right? When spiritually developed, this conjunction grants profound inner peace, compassion,